I'm Bethany Anderson of Bethany Heals, and if life's been lifing lately, then you found me just in time. This is a pause, a permission slip to just be. And before we begin, let me remind you, your healing isn't on a timeline. Around here, we don't hustle our healing, we honor it. Trust that your intuition brought you here for a reason. So let's drop into our next archive episode.
Hello, loves, and welcome to a very, very special guest episode. Today, we have someone very special here who you might already know because she was on season 1 with us. We just love spending so much time together that we needed to have an excuse to kiki with you all once again. And we thought, how fun would it be to host a Sunday service with you? And so I'm so excited to welcome back onto Life Be Life.ing, Natasha Fabrizi.
Woo! Welcome to church, y'all.
I am so excited to have you back on. We're just so thrilled with our connection in season 1's episode that, we just had to bring it back, I feel like.
Yeah, I truly, and I know I said this to you, and so sorry to anyone who's ever had me on their podcast and then is somehow listening to this, but that was the most fun I've ever had on a podcast, and I credit it so much to you because we just get to be silly. It doesn't have to be so serious, but it still gets to be deep. And I love that. That's what I want. I want a slice of silliness with my spirituality, with my depth. Like I need that levity. I need it.
I know. I'm right there with you. But actually, I was just thinking, for those of you who didn't listen to our amazing episode last season, Tashi, can you just give a little intro and background to who you are?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Natasha Fabrizi. I am an identity coach helping women step into their power, their raw authenticity, really breaking free of those roles that are imposed on us by patriarchy, by society, and just really empowering themselves to show up authentically everywhere in life. And I am currently studying hypnotherapy. I am almost wrapped up level 1, which is all that good stuff of inner child's healing, parts work, somatic therapy, and then we're going to be kicking off level 2 next year, which is the real fun stuff, the entity removal, the soul fragmentation, just casual aliens, ETs. Yeah, the standard. Actually, can I just segue quickly?
Yes.
I saw an article yesterday that said the Vatican is ordering more people to be trained in exorcisms because there has been a upsurge in demonic possessions. And my hypnotherapy instructor was like, guys, they're gonna need you out here.
Oh my God.
They're gonna need you, everyone who's taking level 2. So I was like, cool, there's my sign. I'm on the right path. If the Vatican
Not the hypno
is doing
Ghostbusters.
Seriously, I know. And I follow this girl who calls herself an exorcist. I'm like, oh, I settled with hypno witch because it's somewhere in between. Like I can't do the real basic classic kind of hypnotherapy, and I also can't. I don't think I'm an exorcist exactly, but yeah, it's fun. I love it. I love it. I'm obsessed.
I feel like time will tell with, taking on the role and title of exorcist. So, stay tuned for 2026, y'all.
Oh my God. I love it.
Yes, amazing. So welcome everyone to your very first Sunday service with me and Natasha. We are so excited to have you here. And we were just thinking, what better way to begin this beautiful series with us than to close out 2025? I would love to start just by doing a little bit of a check-in for each of us meaning you and me. How was your year? Can we start from the beginning, where you were at in January to where you're at now? And I would just love to hear your experience with life this year and how it showed up for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want your 2025 wrapped
Oh,
just
God.
as bad. So I'm so excited. And exactly what you just said. Oh God, I said to my wife the other day, what I actually said, and this is very vulnerable, but I'm going to share it with you. I said, I felt the worst about myself this year than I ever have in my life. And I was like, damn. And then I said it, and then I was like, oh, I need to think about that for a few days because that sounds dark. But what it really was that, and upon reflection, because I did take some time with it, I was like, whoa, I stripped myself down. I stripped myself down of all those coping mechanisms that were not working anymore. Like it was like an excavation of relying on external validation, relying on achieving results, and especially like going into your late 30s, your face changes, your body changes. So then you have to examine your relationship with beauty, your relationship with your physical form, creating a sense of worth and value for yourself. So there was a lot of that. I had that feeling of, which I've seen women 35 to 40 talk about, where you kind of just wake up and you're like, my face looks different.
Different. What happened? When did this happen?
What happened? So there was a lot of that. And so it's really interesting because even though I can truthfully say, yes, this year I felt the worst about myself than I ever had, it was so necessary because what it really was recognizing all of those identities that just couldn't come with me. And I hate using like such coachy language, like those identities that couldn't come with me, but it's just true. Like they couldn't come. And and a lot of moving through anxiety and a lot of healing came with that. So I also, of course I had beautiful success and in love with my business and met amazing people like you, which is so cool. I think I met like the coolest women this year, which is really, really fun. I had the coolest clients, getting that hypnotherapy scholarship was a big deal. Yeah. There's a little like, I guess the other thing is that we also moved house. Like there was life upheaval there. So, and now I am closing out this year and I feel so calm. I feel so grounded. I love my house. My family is healthy. My wife and I are amazing. Like everything just feels like, just exactly where it should be. And then, of course, because I am studying, there's a whole lot of stuff coming up. There's so much stuff coming up. Learning parts work, being a beginner, making mistakes. I'm like, oh God, here we go again. Like, why did I want to study again? But it's beautiful and amazing. So all that duality is existing and I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful.
Wow, what a year. This year really was wild. This was such a year of preparation for what's to come. And I think that this is probably the most big changes that I've had in my life in at least 10 years. Probably about 10 years was the last time I had so many big things happen where I'm like, whoa, like this is wild. It's the business, it's the personal life, it's home, it's everything. And I know this has happened for so many people this year where such big, huge changes happen and so much shedding happened where it's like, what are we stepping into? We're opening up a whole new book of life right now. And I also have to say that I feel the same way. I feel like I'm in a place right now where so much has shifted and changed and it's just starting to settle down a little bit where I was just thinking about how I moved to Seattle in April and it's December. And I have no idea where all of that time went. I feel like I just moved here and I'm finally just settled down into my space. And it's just because so much has happened, right? My relationship also changed and ended. And I also am studying, just like you, with my astrology certification with Mia. And it is the beginner's mind where it's like, okay, great. Now I'm starting back from square one and, let me humble myself. And I think that especially with the work that we do, like we never stop learning. I don't ever want to stop learning anything, especially it's just a part of what we have to do to continue showing up for our clients in the best way possible. But because of that, when we are doing these different modalities, it's also a lot of deep healing work that's happening on ourselves at the same time, you know? And so I feel like it's this just constant progression of learning about the self so we can help and guide others. And that takes a lot of presence and humbleness and honesty with the self to be able to step into that space. You know, it is really interesting. For my 2025, I think that it's weird. The lows were low. The lows were lowing. You know?
Yeah.
They were lowing.
They were deep, dark, and down.
Yeah, I was in it. You know, I love to sit in the mud though. So here we are, coming out of it like a beautiful little lotus flower. Just, But the highs were also very easy. Like the amazing things that came into my life, the same with you, the women that came into my life this year, the friendships that I've made, finding my place, the good things that came, I didn't ask for. They just showed up. It was like, okay,
that's
this
an
is
energy
clearing out.
match. Yes.
Here you go. Enjoy. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'm here for it. Okay, yes, I'll take it. So that felt really good because it made me realize that I don't, always know what I need. Sometimes it's just given to you without asking. And I would say part 2 is sometimes you don't need to ask for anything. It'll just come to you when you're ready and when you need it most. So that was a beautiful lesson and just realization to have.
Yeah. And also with that, like, there is so much trust in allowing that to unfold. I think I kind of want to study at your feet with that because that is definitely a lesson that I am taking from 2025. And I think when my hypno mentor said to us in a group hypnosis once, he said, oh yeah, if you're impatient about something, that's a lack of trust. And I'll think about that every single day for the rest of my life now. Like just listening to you say that the things that you really deeply need will get given to you and you don't have to push and you don't have to force. That is just the antithesis of what we're taught. And I really I'm going to write that on a page 20 times fast because that was a lesson I need to hear. So thank you for sharing that. Truly.
Blessings.
Yeah.
If you've been feeling lost or overwhelmed or weighed down by your day-to-day life, then my one-to-one sessions are made for you. I love being able to connect with you within this private experience, whether it's my 1-hour session in the mirror or my 30-minute drop in the threshold. This is our opportunity to find out what's getting in the way of the movement that you're seeking or craving in your life and really tuning into your inner truths so you can show up within your life knowing what is best and meant for you, and we can work through shifting the energies that are getting in the way of your most aligned path. You can book your session and get more details in the show notes below.
Yes.
Not the saucy wink.
You know, it's just, gosh, the things that are just so simple can sometimes be the hardest to integrate and to really, really believe in. And I think the only way we can allow ourselves to receive that belief system, especially if we're not used to experiencing it, is when I think about it, it's just allowing curiosity to take the space of disbelief. Yeah. Where instead of I can't have this for myself, or like, I've never experienced that, I don't even know what that looks like. It's asking the question, well, what if? What if that can happen? Or what if I do just sit here and just kind of see what comes to me? So we're taking ourselves out of the heaviness of it all and instead taking us to a little bit of a higher vibration where it's this play energy of, you know, this back and forth conversation that we can have with Source, Universe, God of just, you know what, let's have a little bit of fun. Let's just see what can come up when I'm just open, you know, out here new boot goofing.
Yeah, that's so nice. Again, I'm going to steal that lesson and take it with me into 2026 because the patience, yes, the patience is my lifelong lesson. Saturn in Sagittarius, it's my lifelong lesson to be in creativity, just to be in creativity without results. That's something that I think, oh my gosh, not only should we all be doing it, but I think that's where like some really potent magic is. Because we do that as kids. We do it as kids, and we're so open as children, and we're so susceptible to channeling and to downloads and to spirit and to divine guidance, and we're just a lot more connected. And yeah, more play, more silliness, more what if, curiosity, energy. I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Yes. My mentor calls it kindergarten energy.
That's so good.
That's what it is though, right? Exactly.
It totally is. Oh my God, I love that so much. Okay, I want to know the thing that you're letting go of in 2025 and the thing that you most want to call in 2026.
Okay. I am letting go of not saying how I'm feeling. I am the least confrontational person in the world. And that can get me into trouble in just relationships in general, in friendships, in life. I am the one that will just kind of keep how I'm feeling to myself instead of saying what I really mean, or try to do it in a way that's like softer. And I think that's just because empathy is riddled in my bones to the point where it's crippling, and it does not help me sometimes, where I need to kind of pull into, speaking of Sagittarius energy, of just like, this is how it is. This is how I feel. This is what's going on. And so that's what I'm letting go of for 2025, is just kind of, I guess, watering down and diluting my truth.
Because it's funny because I intuitively know this about you. That's why, okay, context guys, this podcast was a different date and I had to cancel because I wanted to go see a concert. And that's why when I sent you that message, I was like, are you annoyed? You can tell me, because I was like, let me create the open, safe environment for this girl to tell me how she really feels, if she in fact does feel it. Because I know that, I know that about you. And the thing is that you communicating your true feelings to people that love you, that's a gift, even when they're uncomfortable. That's a gift. And that's going to bring you so much closer to so many people. It's scary.
And I think so much more peace
conflict,
too.
Bleh. So much more peace.
Just for myself, not even about them. Where I'm not the one that's stressed and irritated and annoyed and overwhelmed.
Yes.
I need to give myself that peace. So
yes.
Cutting that out in 2026 for sure. And with that, I think for calling in for 2026, I actually haven't really thought about it. I know that I said in the first episode for this season, I want to call in setting better boundaries, but yeah, that's fine. But no, thinking bigger than just boundaries.
Do you know what?
I think I want to, what?
Well, I was going to say, I probably should have asked you these questions after my hypno, because they will come through strongly.
Oh my, okay. Can we come back to 2026 after the hypno?
Yeah. Sure.
Yes. Oh, y'all, surprise. We're hosting a mini workshop for you in this episode. Surprise. Totally forgot to share. This is our gift to you.
Christmas treat.
This is the end of the year close. We're going to have a little intuitive healing hypnotherapy sesh. Natasha and I are going to guide you through, and we're going to set you up for success for 2026. Probably should have said that sooner, but here we are,
That's okay. Like, if they know anything about us from the last 20 minutes, I think they're fine. They're like, they'll get there eventually.
They're like, we're right there with you. We're good. We're here.
Exactly. And now they know, and now they can come back to it whenever they need it.
Exactly. Okay, well, if that's the case, then at least what do you want to leave behind in 2025? And then we'll come back at the end for 26.
Okay. Beautiful. What do I want to leave behind in 2025? What do I want to leave behind in 2025? I want to leave behind, there's two things coming through really strongly. I think self-judgment. Yep. And I guess a little bit more context around that is just taking messy action. So taking messy action, and I'm going to consistently remind myself to unattach from the outcome. That's what I want to do. unattach from the outcome, and do just to do, and be just to be, and trust. There we go. 3-parter.
There we go. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Taking messy action. That's how this podcast was born.
For real. If this episode is not messy action, I don't know what is. You and I get on and we're like, so what are we doing apart from hanging out? Unsure.
Oh, man. Love it so much. It's nice to just have like a little refreshing breather of a hang.
For real.
I'm just thinking about podcast episodes in general, and I love how informative they are, and they can be really inspiring and get you really going. And also, sometimes it's nice to just kick it and have a conversation with the girlies and, share a little bit about ourselves, where it's like, hey, this is where I'm at. This is where you're at. What's going on in life? Can we just do a little bit of a kiki check-in?
Yeah. It's because I love listening to where people are at in their life and just the stories of it all. I think as long as there's like a bit of emotional connection to whatever you're talking about, it's good. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Yes, right? Okay, wait. I have a question. 2025, yes, it was a dumpster fire for a lot of it, but also, what is one favorite memory that you have from this year?
Favorite memory. Oh yeah, I got it. It was, oh my God, what game was it? Okay. So the Toronto Blue Jays season was a very intense time in Toronto. It was the first time that they were in the series. They're a baseball team, for anyone who doesn't know, playing at home. It was their first time in the World Cup in 52 years or something crazy, or 32 years. Anyway, clearly not a sports fan over here. I was like, but I became a sports fan. But we stopped sleeping because we were watching the games, and they were going so late because there was a lot that were in LA. So anyway, we were so hyped. My wife and I were so hyped up at the end of these games that we couldn't sleep. And there was one night, it was Halloween. We watched the game. It was not a good outcome. And then we went to bed, and I don't know why we started doing this, but we started doing karaoke in bed, like looking up karaoke songs on YouTube. My wife's an Aries, for more context. And we were just like, we sang Creep by Radiohead. And there's like a part where he just sings the word run for like about 5 minutes. And we were just convinced we just did the best job of it ever. So we were just like congratulating each other, like we just killed that. But anyway, yeah, we did karaoke for a solid like hour in bed, just yelling. And it was holy. Like it was incredible. So that's probably my favorite memory. So dumb.
I love that so much. You will never hear me singing karaoke unless I have to be like in a zone. Like it's got to be a whole vibe. And
how do we get you in the zone?
Oh man, I'm working on finding out how that is, because it used to be when I would like be at a bar going out with friends, and so I need a new outlet for that. But I will say that you'll know when I'm in it, because I only do one karaoke song.
What is it? Need to know.
It is I Hate This Part by the Pussycat Dolls.
Oh my God, I love that song.
It's so like good. Rolling on the ground. It's so moody. It's a whole scene. I know.
Oh my God. Our go-to karaoke songs have very different energy. That is really funny.
Mine is just like always wanting to constantly destroy men. I'm just like,
yeah. I mean, yeah. And for that, I salute you. Okay. Well, let's try and get you in that zone. All right. I want to hear your favorite memory of 2025 now.
I mean, outside of moving up here,
Mm-hmm.
I think actually it was right after me and my ex broke up, and I had gone on this hike that was on my bucket list. And I was at the top of the mountain, and I had found a stick, because for those of you that can see my background, I have these sticks that I've gathered from my hikes in Washington since I've been up here, my favorite hikes. And the one all the way at the top was right after my breakup. And that's my proudest stick. And it's the smallest. It's so cute. But I had carried this stick down the whole mountain, And I just remember walking down that mountain and just saying, I'm leaving all of this behind me. I don't want to carry this with me, this pain and everything that I'd gone through. And that was a choice. But I also love that I hate cold water. Like it's a no for me. And there was this glacier lake at this mountain, and I jumped in and I went swimming in the glacier lake, and I was like, purify me, mountain. And that was a big deal for me because I am not the one to be in cold water. So I think just being really intentional and just connected to nature in that way, and my bucket list hike to go on, it was so stunning. It was probably the most beautiful hike I've done so far. And I just felt so renewed. And after that point, I was just in it. I'm like, all right, let's go. Transformation station. I'm ready to just step into feeling what I need to feel. And I think that that just felt really empowering because I did that for me. And I think that why that stands out the most is because my ex had been up here right before that, and we had went to a different glacier lake, and I didn't get in because I was like, no, I don't want to get in the water. And it was actually a hotter day where it probably would have felt good, and I didn't do it. And so like that moment was mine, and I did it on my own, and it was my first time. And I think that that just felt so right. And I don't know, it was just a really empowering moment.
That is amazing.
I'm all no big deal.
I love that story. That is like the most extra like cleanse that I've ever heard in my life. You're like, yeah, anyway, there was a mountain and a glacier lake, and I just went in and got purified. I'm like, okay, it's giving baptism.
And that includes our Sunday service.
Oh my God, I almost spit my tea everywhere. For real though, that's so beautiful. That's incredible. Oh, I love that for you. I just have to share. I did my first proper winter forest. I don't know if you saw on my
I
Instagram,
saw on your stories. It looks so gorgeous.
Losing my mind for the first 10 minutes I was in there. We do not have access to that in Australia. And I was like, what do you mean there is fluffy white snow? And it was gently snowing, just gently snowing the whole time. And these big, beautiful pines covered in snow. Oh my God. I was just like, this can't be real
I saw
life.
you smacking the snow off everywhere.
I know. It's so that is, I said, oh, the Australian urge too. I was like, I think this is the spicy brain urge too, if I'm being really real. Like I was just out there like punching the snow, pulling the leaves, making the snow go everywhere. I was like, how can I get as tactile with this snow as possible?
It was so funny.
But yeah, beautiful hikes.
Yeah.
We love them.
We love them. We love the connection. It's just, and it's what a way to close out the year, just a little bit of time away, just a little bit of reset, however we can get it at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what we're going to bring to all of you.
Yes. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I think it's
do it.
time. Oh,
Yeah.
I love this. Okay. We're closing on a high note as we step into this beautiful journey that we've created for you all today. So we thought, what better way to close out the year than to make room for what's next and to really allow ourselves to step into our power for what we want to call an experience in the coming year. And so welcome to your mini workshop here at Sunday Service. I am going to start by getting us settled into our space, just get a little bit more grounded because I know we got really hyped up with our conversation. And then I'm going to have Natasha step in and guide us through a beautiful hypnosis. So a couple things before we begin. You obviously can come back to this episode if you are driving or, not in a safe space to do this on your own, first and foremost. So when you do have the space to join us for this, we recommend just finding a comfortable space to get settled in, maybe a journal and a pen if anything interesting comes up for you afterwards. And just please always remember to not do this while operating heavy machinery. Safety first, always. And then, Natasha, is there anything that you would like to add with your piece before we begin?
I would say just make sure that you're as cozy, comfy as possible. You can be sitting up, you can be lying down. It's all good. All is welcome. You just want to make sure that you have some kind of support underneath you, whether it be the floor, your bed, the couch, and just know that you really can't get this wrong. And just allow your subconscious to deliver whatever comes up during the journey. You just get to sit back and receive.
Beautiful. And for those, actually, I do have a question before we hop in. For those that have never experienced a hypnosis journey, is there anything that you would like to give them, maybe just some background or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So one other thing that I would recommend actually, if you want to really enhance the experience, is to wear headphones, because you kind of do want my voice reverberating around in your brain. It's much nicer. Yeah. So hypnosis is essentially working with the subconscious while you are in trance. So you're in trance all the time. When you get in your car and you drive to the shops and you get to the shops and you go, oh my God, how did I get here? And you were just kind of on autopilot. That's trance. So you're really just accessing a deeper level of your subconscious that isn't available to us when we're in that doing state of being. So it allows us to just shift and move things. It allows us greater insights. It allows us a deeper level of healing, because your nervous system relaxes in a way during hypnosis that actually promotes healing on a cellular level. So it's really, really fascinating and incredible. Yeah, I think the biggest thing I want to say for people who haven't done hypnosis before truly is really just know that however your journey goes, it is right. So if you don't visually see things, that's fine. If you just energetically feel things, that's fine. If you feel things in your body, that's perfect. If you have somatic expressions, that's perfect. It's all perfect. It's all welcome. Yeah. I think that's
Beautiful. Love that. Ditto.
Same.
Ditto. Same here.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. So everyone, why don't we start to get settled into our space, and I'll just get us grounded in our bodies a little bit before we kind of dive in. So when you're ready, I invite you, if it feels good for you, to bring your eyes to a close. And why don't we start this practice by just remembering there's no right or wrong way with this work. Just allowing whatever needs to be shown to you, to come up for you, to be just as it is. And let's start by connecting to our breath. So if it feels good for you, breathing in through your nose and giving yourself an open mouth exhale. And just doing that a few times at your own pace. So we're just starting to use our breath as this tool to anchor ourselves back into our physical body. We're using our breath as a tool to start to bring our awareness and our attention into this present moment. And just noticing where your breath sits for you today. So with each inhale, maybe you notice it pauses or rests at your chest. Or maybe you're able to breathe all the way down into your belly. So there's no right or wrong answer, just noticing where your breath is for you in this moment. With each inhale, just starting to imagine calling back your energy from your day today, your interactions with others, any errands that you had to do. And with your exhales, just starting to let go of any other people in your space right now. Letting go of wherever it feels heavy or dense in your space. So just breathing in you and exhaling, releasing everything else. And on your next inhale, just starting to breathe your awareness, your attention right up into the center of your head. This center of head space, this sanctuary space, is a few inches back behind your eyes and above your ears. And it's a space that feels very wide and open and expansive. It's away from thinking or any chatter you may hear near the front of your forehead. And you can even just use your breath to breathe your awareness further back or below, just shifting it into this space of peace. And just noticing what your sanctuary space looks like for you today, whether it's a real place, an imaginary place. Sometimes I love to see myself sitting in a forest with a bunch of beautiful trees. It's warm outside, the sun is shining. But whatever that looks like for you. And just seeing yourself sitting in that space. You can even silently say hello to yourself, so just validating your beautiful soul in this place of intuition, where we have this divine connection that we're always connected to, this all-knowing, this self-trust, this certainty within ourselves. And just to ground down into our bodies, to really help us to get present, to clear out any distracting energies before we dive a little bit deeper. Start to direct your awareness and attention down towards the base of your seat. So right near the base of your spine where your root chakra lies. I want you to imagine sitting on this magical tree trunk. This magical tree trunk, it's our grounding cord. It's just another tool that we use in intuitive healing. It doesn't have to be perfect. But just imagine sitting on this magical tree trunk. It's the width of your hips. And it's connected to you. And I want you to go ahead and give that magical tree trunk a color. Just whatever color feels best for you in this moment. Just let it be a really nice, bright, vibrant color. For example, mine today is a bright green. And this grounding cord, it just uses the Earth's gravity to start to draw down and receive any foreign energy in your space. And foreign energy is just anything that's not yours. It's other people, it's heaviness, it's density. So you're just going to notice as this grounding cord just starts to root down into the floor beneath you, into the earth. And just let it start to root these thousands and thousands of miles all the way down to the earth's core. Just letting it anchor and connect you. It's like this beautiful tube of light, or this hollowed out tree trunk, so to speak. And just breathe into the body. And with your exhale, just tell yourself to let go of any anxious energy in your space. Anxious energy is really just anticipation. It's where we have our thoughts or energy out in the future, how we think things are going to be, what's going to happen, just letting go of all of that anxious energy, any bright white in your space. You can tell yourself to let go of the conversation that me and Natasha just had with you. So just grounding out any of me or Natasha's energy in your space. And just noticing where you're releasing from. Maybe your heart center, your head. Just noticing any dark or murky colors releasing. Just letting go of anything keeping you from being completely present, right here, right now. Maybe you notice yourself sitting a little heavier in your seat. And your grounding cord will continue to release for you for the rest of the day. You don't even need to think about it. You know exactly what to do. All of these foreign energies just get sent down to the center of the earth so it can be healed, recycled, transmuted into brand new energy. Energy is limitless. So just allowing yourself to be a part of this cycle of releasing and receiving. And just being right back in the center of your head in that sanctuary space.
So we're going to go on a journey together to energetically close out this year. And we're going to come into the fresh energy of the new year with fire and vibrancy. Your only job is to receive and know that you can't get this wrong. Whatever your subconscious gives you is absolutely perfect. So I want to see if you can make yourself 10% more comfortable. Letting your shoulders drop, letting your jaw release, letting your stomach soften. There is nowhere else you need to be right now. Just focusing again on your breath. Allowing it to bring you into this moment right now. Be here now. Allow the surface beneath you to fully support your weight. Letting yourself relax and surrender to it. Knowing you don't have to hold everything on your own. We're going to take 3 deep breaths together, pausing on the inhale for 5, just letting yourself arrive. Taking that first big, deep breath in, allowing your stomach to expand, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Second breath in, feeling the breath roll like a wave up to the crown of your head. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Feeling yourself drop down. Last breath now, breathing in all the way up to the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Just letting all of those breaths go. And as you continue to breathe, just noticing how one deep, slow inhale can quiet the part inside of you that tries to plan, control, or hold it all together alone. With every exhale, let yourself release a little more of what's been heavy. The old worries, the pressure you carried, the expectations you adopted as your own, the stories that might have told you should be further along by now. And maybe you notice yourself remembering your wisdom already lives inside of you. Your body knows how to let go. Your subconscious knows how to transform. Continuing to breathe, feeling yourself soften, arriving deep inside yourself. In a moment, you're going to find yourself at the edge of a vast desert landscape. The place between who you've been and who you're becoming. On your next breath, go there. And as you find yourself standing in front of a glowing desert at dusk, you notice the sky is deep orange and gold, like the year itself is setting. The air is warm. The sand beneath your feet feels grounding, ancient, alive. As you look around, you see a long, winding path behind you. Your journey through the year. Every choice you made. Every lesson you lived. Every moment of expansion and every moment of contraction. And when you look ahead of you, a flickering horizon lit up with pure potential. A new year pulsing with possibility. But for now, you stand right here in the sacred in-between. You might hear a gentle wind move across the desert, soft, steady, clearing. And as you feel it brush against your skin, it's as if it's whispering to you, you made it, you grew, you learned, you transformed. Here, everything simply is. Nothing to fix, nothing to rush, just truth. And as you stand here, you notice a small fire pit in front of you, a ceremonial flame burning, warm and inviting. Maybe you move closer to it, feeling the earth grounding you with each step. This fire is here for one purpose: to help you release everything you're ready to let go of from this past year. Maybe it's a belief, maybe it's a fear, maybe it's a pattern you're finally done repeating. One by one, allow any and all of those pieces to rise up into your awareness. You don't have to force it. Just notice what your subconscious brings forward. As each one comes, imagine placing it into the flame and watching it burn, transforming, dissolving. The fire doesn't judge. It simply knows how to clear space for new growth. And as you release this, maybe you feel your body lighten, your chest opens, your breathing deepens, your energy expands. All of this happens with pure ease. Everything you let go of now creates the sacred space for everything you're calling in. And as the fire continues to burn, you watch as the flames turn gold, soft, luminous. This is the fire of reflection, the fire of integration. And now, allow the lessons of this year to rise within you. Not the hard emotions you felt, but the wisdom you gained from them. Maybe you became more resilient, more self-led, more compassionate with yourself, clearer about what you truly deserve. Maybe you realized your power, your standards, your boundaries, your intuitive intelligence. Let each lesson move throughout your body like small sparks of light, feeling them settle into physical form, taking up space in your cells, in your subconscious. You don't have to think your way into the learning. Just receive it. It is happening without you doing anything at all. Let it anchor. Let it merge. Let it become part of who you are. And as you continue to watch the fire, you notice it begins to glow bigger and brighter, transforming itself into a blazing, powerful portal. This is the energy of your new year. Your becoming, your expansion, your wildest dreams crystallizing into reality, becoming your normal. And standing in front of this flame, you see your future self, the version of you who already lives inside her highest timeline. She is radiating self-worth, magnetic, deeply in integrity, fiery, and alive. Notice the way she stands, the way she breathes, the way her energy fills the air around her. This version of you is not a fantasy or a dream. She is your embodied potential. Your subconscious already knows how to become her. And she walks towards you now, slow and confident. And in her eyes, you see a knowing. You feel the pulsing energy of inevitability. She may place a gentle hand on your heart, or you may simply feel her presence. And she says to you, "You are ready now. You are capable now. You are meant for all the love, wealth, and success that you truly desire. This new year holds all of this for you." Let these words land deep within your heart. Feel them unlocking something that has been waiting to be seen, calling something forward that is ready to be actualized. Feel her strength merging with yours. Feel her certainty weaving into your nervous system. Feel her power calibrating your energy field to match her frequency. You can feel that fiery glow of confidence moving through you now. Every cell remembering, I am enough, I am able, I am becoming. And maybe you realize that stepping into your next year is not about striving and pushing. It's about allowing and trusting. Trusting your bigger visions, allowing deeper support, trusting your dreams to meet you, allowing limitless receiving. This energy, this fire is now yours. So as you stand here in this sacred desert between the years, feel this truth flood your entire being. You are safe to release what no longer serves you. You are safe to expect more from life. You are safe to receive wildly, abundantly, unapologetically. You are safe to evolve. Your presence transmits power. Your energy magnetizes opportunity. Your next chapter unfolds from the truth of who you are now, not who you have been. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel that fiery, activated future anchoring through your body. A frequency of truth, a frequency of becoming, a frequency of inevitability. And maybe this energy moves through you into your upcoming year, calling in the people, places, opportunities, wealth, and creativity aligned with your highest expression. That future version of you, who you are already becoming. Your dreams are not far away. They're already moving toward you. And it all begins right now. And in a moment, I'm going to count you back from 5 to 1. 5, releasing every last little thing to that first ceremonial flame. 4, recognizing the space that you have created for new growth and new life. 3, remembering you can trust yourself to fully step into exactly who you want to become. 2, maybe bringing a little movement to your hands and your feet, just noticing the surface beneath you. And 1, slowly, gently coming back into the room, bringing with you all of that power, clarity, and grounded presence. Welcome back.
Wow. Did
How are
you
you
write
feeling?
all that? You're wild.
I did.
You're such a beautiful writer.
I love writing hypnos. Oh my God. Okay. I feel the same way about writing hypnosis that 17-year-old me felt about writing vampire roleplay erotica.
I love that so much. I feel it. That it's just so cool. And I love how descriptive you are. Y'all, Natasha made a hypnosis for me like a month and a half, 2 months ago. Yeah. And it is wild. I listen to it every night. I actually still need to send you some info about that. But I think the thing that I love about hypnotherapy the most is just how sudden and yet subtle it is. How there's so much work happening underneath the conscious layers that you don't even realize that you're showing up in your life differently, like in your day-to-day life. It's wild. I love it so much.
You just nailed it. That's what it is. Because sometimes it can feel
That's how
like
it feels.
You're like, well, I didn't do a lot. I like to tell people who haven't had a lot of experience with that, it's truly the lazy girl way to heal. Like it really, really is. Because you literally lay down and listen. And like, obviously then there's integration and processing, but it is wild that it is such a gentle way to heal. And those subconscious audios, like, oh my God, I'm so in love with yours. Do you know I listened to yours the other night before bed because I love it so much? I was like, I've listened to Bethany's. I was like, this is relevant for me. It's so beautiful.
Man, I love it. Look at us in our top tier everything. I love it so much.
I really wanted
exactly where we're meant to be.
Oh, 100%. 100%. That was so special. I will say my throat immediately got dry before. I was like, what? Why? And I really wanted to do your energy part, but I was like, oh my God, I have to keep my eyes open so that I know when to start talking. I was like, damn it.
So I'm just staring at you as I...
It was great. It was very intimate. It was beautiful. I loved it. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Oh, amazing.
Nice.
I'm so
happy.
Wait,
what are you stepping into for 2026?
I think I'm really stepping into like, I'm in a challenge with my friend right now. We're trying to stop saying I'm gonna or I wanna or we're trying. And so you'll hear me say, I'm going to. And now I've lost my train of thought. No, wait. I haven't. I want to reestablish that energy of there are infinite possibilities of how something can work out. That I, with my cute, sweet, limited human brain, can't even imagine. I can't even imagine them. That's what I want to remind myself of again and again. When I start to get caught up in the minutia and getting very cerebral and like analytical and just zoomed in. I want to take that moment to zoom out and be like, things can get so good in ways that I can't even imagine. That's what I'm cultivating. Yeah.
I love that. Wow,
What about
mine
you?
is the complete opposite.
Tell me. I'm dying to know.
Okay, this is actually perfect segue into something that I've been holding off on sharing for a while now. But why not in our episode?
Yeah.
Now is the
treats
time.
on
Now
treats
is the hour.
on treats. I love it.
You know, so 10 weeks from today, I will be on a plane headed to Finland. I will be in Finland for the entire month of March because I got accepted into a wild residency and there's no internet. So there will be no anything during that time for the month of March. But it's so interesting. I didn't even think I was going to get into this. Like, I remember when I told you about it and I was like, I have no idea why they accepted me, but also I'm going.
But also, I feel like you had a knowing when you applied.
I did. I knew I was going to get in. I didn't.
Soul said you're
I didn't see.
going.
Right? Like, I didn't see how they would pick me, but I just knew that.
But that's not
they were
for
gonna
you.
Pick me
That's
at
not
the
for
same
you to
time.
understand.
Like,
That's not for you to understand.
I have to be there.
That's just for them to understand. And they understood. They understood the assignment. They were like,
Yeah.
we get it.
They
you
understood.
You don't have to get it. It's not your job.
So I am. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have no idea what to
I'm so
expect, and I
excited for
kind of
you.
love that. There's like no pressure for an end project that I need to create by the time I'm done. But just speaking to what your intention is, right, with the more expansive vision, my intention is to bring my expansiveness down into the tangible space. And during that hypnosis, I had a vision. Of
I just got full body
a new
chills.
offering. Yes, of a new offering for next year that does just that. And I think that the residency in Finland is where it's going to come together. So
I'm getting chills
I
on
haven't
chills
even
on
connected
chills.
all the dots yet.
Ooh. I just got like
There's-
four full body. Sorry, that was very wow. Okay, keep going. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry for interrupting.
I'm
having
no,
a physical
It's
experience
just
over
I
here.
saw it. I saw what I was doing, and there's just like this really heavy pull, a big push that I'm getting to bring my magic to spaces and places where even if it's online, we have such a grounded, tangible healing experience with one another, doing something I can't even share because it just popped in. I'm like, I'm going to hold it here for a minute. But I'm just
Yeah.
really excited to see how this shows up next year with bringing my woo-woo down into the practical space, which is what I love to do.
Yes. I'm so
inspired.
excited for you. I'm so excited that you're going to that residency. Oh my God. I'm also, I know this probably sounds silly, but I'm thrilled that we're like both traveling in March because I'm going to Australia in March. I'm going home to see the fam. I'm like, that for some reason that gives me comfort. I'm like, okay, you're doing that. Okay, I'm doing that too. It's like parallel
Right? Sunday
play, but
series will be on
traveling.
hold.
Exactly. Just for that 1 month. But yeah, I'm so proud of you. I'm so grateful for you. Like I think I want to bring into the new year getting to connect with you every month. It just makes me so happy. Makes me thrilled.
Same. I love our little check-in. It was very selfish of us, but
So selfish.
what
So
a treat.
selfish.
It's such a treat, you know.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for just taking time to reconnect today. And
Oh my God.
to our beautiful audience, I hope you enjoyed this little end of year treat. We will see you in the new year. We can't wait to catch up with you. Any final words, Natasha, for our Sunday service?
I mean, thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful to anyone who's listening. I'm so excited to be able to give you that little activation for 2026. I would recommend doing a little bit of integration journaling afterwards. Anything that popped in, maybe you had a vision like Bethany, write that shit down, get that shit out of your brain onto paper. You know, ideas, if they can't find a home with us, they go and find someone else. So get it out. And yeah, you just have such a brilliant, fiery, activated 2026 in store for you.
Yo, it's going to be wild. We're going to be
I
stepping into
already
our
know.
power, to like our power in such a massive way. I just cannot wait. I feel like with 2026, it's all of this spiritual work and coming back to ourselves that we had to do this year to like cut out the noise and keep returning to ourselves again and again and again is in order for us to step into next year, knowing what it is that we want for ourselves, how we want to show up for ourselves, the boundaries that need to be set, the really that just fiery energy of like, where do I need to show up for myself and take action? Now that I know who I am, what I want, what's not coming with me, what does that look like moving forward? And I feel like that's what 2026 is going to be all about.
555 on the clock. Yes. Like
Woo!
true. Change
Shut it
on
down.
change. We just did all of the internal work, and now it's about that work coming to fruition in the external. It's coming.
Yep. Wow. And on that note, we'll see y'all in our next Sunday service episode, y'all.
Bye.